Innovv have just released the P1. This is a portable tyre inflator, battery powered. So you may be familiar with Innovv. They are manufacturers of display screens with cameras for your motorcycle. And so they've just released this, the P1. It's got a 5,000 milliamp battery. So here it is. It's got a 5,000 milliamp battery. It can inflate a tyre to 150 psi maximum. That's about 10.3 bar. It has a flashlight on top, so you can use this. It's got 3 settings: flashing, SOS, and normal. There's your adapter to twist in the inflator adapter. You can also use this as a power bank. It's got a USB port and a micro USB port. And you can use the reading in bar, PSI, and other variations of pressure as well. So it can inflate a tyre from 28 to 38 PSI in 60 seconds. That's a car tyre of 235/45 R18. What does that mean to me as a motorcyclist? Don't really know. So what I'm going to do is put this to the test. I'm going to deflate the tyres on my BMW R 1200 GSA. It's 2.5 bar on the front, 2.9 bar on the rear. And then I'm going to use the Innovv P1 to see how quickly and how long it takes to get my tyres back to pressure. I'm going to time it for each of those. And what I'm going to do then is find out how many times I can inflate a tyre on one charge of this 6,000 milliamp battery. So if that's something that you're interested in, keep watching and let's get into it. So center button to switch it on, press and hold. And then this bottom button, you've got an indicator here of what type of inflation you're using it for. So is it a car or a bike? So that's a car, there's a motorcycle. And then by pressing and holding, you can change whether or not it's PSI. What's that? That's MPa. That is kilograms per centimeter squared. That is bar, which is what I want for the BMW. So that's the right setting. And then what I can do is I can use the plus and minus to set it to the appropriate pressure. So I'm going to do my rear tyre first, which is 2.9. So let's see how this performs. So first of all, let's deflate my tyre. Yep, so I've taken the valve core out, completely deflated. Right, let's put the valve core back in. Right, that's screwed up tight now. Right, let's switch the P1 on. Let's put it on bike setting. It's on PSI at the moment, so I want it to be on bar. So that's now on bar, and I want it set to 2.9 for the rear tyre, and then I'm going to press the center button, and off it goes. Almost. There we go, 2.9 bar. So that's the first inflation done, and I've double checked the pressure on my tyre with a separate tyre pressure gauge and can confirm that this did in fact inflate it to 2.9, which is really great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to keep deflating and keep inflating and see how many times I can get my tyre fully inflated on one charge from this. So remember, I did charge this up, so it's had one inflation already. So bear with me whilst I just keep deflating and inflating and see how many times we can do it with this. So I've just finished testing the Innovv P1 tyre inflator. So I fully charged this before I tested it. I let down my tyre completely flat and I got 4.5 full inflation. So the tyre was flat and needed to be pumped up to 2.9 bar on my rear tyre on my R1200 GSA. I don't have anything to compare it to, so if that's pretty good, 4.5 full inflations, do let me know in the comments below. if you've got something to compare it to, that would be really good. But for me, really good to know that I can get some good inflation out of this. And remember, you can use this as a power bank and as a torch as well with the 6,000 milliamp battery. So there we go, link to this in the description down below. If you're interested in having a tyre inflator, a portable tyre inflator with you, try the Innovv P1.